Attorney General Ken Paxton has launched an investigation into the Dallas-based Islamic Tribunal. This is Tuesday, April 7th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Hey, thanks for spending part of your Tuesday with the Texas Minute. A record-breaking number of federal prosecutions have been launched against illegal aliens. More on that story coming up. On Monday, Attorney General Ken Paxton announced that his office is investigating a Dallas-based group accused of attempting to operate as a court system governed by Sharia law. The Dallas-based Islamic Tribunal has publicly claimed authority over, quote, all aspects of Muslim life and asserts that its decisions carry the approval of the Texas judicial system, claims that state officials say are misleading and potentially unlawful. Back in November, Governor Greg Abbott specifically named the Islamic Tribunal in a warning that while religious institutions are permitted to resolve internal doctrinal matters, they are not allowed to function as independent legal systems. Here's what Ken Paxton told me last night about why this action is so important.
So we're a nation of laws. We're about the Constitution first, and we have federal law and we have state law. We also have the First Amendment. People can worship however they want to. However, you have to follow our laws. That's the deal in America. We are governed by this Constitution. It's why this nation is so great. We're a country of laws, and you can't have your own separate laws here. That's just not going to work.
State law prohibits individuals or groups from impersonating judges, issuing fraudulent court documents, or presenting decisions as legally binding when they lack government authority. In the GOP primary last year, nearly 95% of Republican voters approved a non-binding ballot proposition calling for the prohibition of Sharia law in Texas. It appears that a previously announced consolidation of ethnic and gender studies coursework within the University of Texas College of Liberal Arts will happen this year. The interim dean of liberal arts sent an email to faculty late last week stating that the consolidation would take effect for the fall 2026 semester. While the university had not previously announced a timeline for this move, left-wing media outlets reported that it wasn't expected until 2027. The course content for the departments is currently under review as required under a new state law. New reporting has detailed the explicit text messages sent by U.S. Representative Tony Gonzalez to a campaign staffer that occurred years before his acknowledged relationship with Aide Regina Santos-Avalos. Messages from 2020 show that Gonzalez repeatedly asked his campaign's political director for nude photos and attempted to initiate a sexual relationship. The reporting from the San Antonio Express News finds that Gonzalez asked the staffer what she wore to bed, requested explicit photos multiple times over several days, and even described the sexual acts he wanted to engage in. The staffer declined those requests. The newly reported messages predate Gonzalez's acknowledged relationship with Santos-Avalos in 2024, who served as his regional district director in Uvalde and later took her own life. The U.S. House Ethics Committee opened an investigation into Gonzalez's conduct this year, and the Republican leadership publicly called on him to withdraw from the GOP primary runoff. Gonzalez subsequently announced he would not seek re-election, ending his campaign just days after advancing to a runoff election against Brandon Herrera. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Federal prosecutors have announced more than 700 immigration-related cases were filed late last week in West and South Texas. The actions are all part of a nationwide initiative set out by the Trump administration to repel illegal immigration and protect local communities from violent crime. The charges range from illegal entry to human smuggling. Many of the suspects have prior felony charges, including for narcotics, assault, and firearms. Each of the cases is being prosecuted as part of Operation Take Back America. That's the initiative by the Trump administration targeting cartels and other transnational criminal organizations. You can find details on that story and the others mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Adam Kahn, and Addie Hovland. Our producer is Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now go make it a great day.